You guys, the rumors are true. Annie,
Esther
what's going on?
and I are dating.
No, not anymore. We just broke up.
Esther and I broke up because we're so excited about our new name.
It's Trash Tuesday.
Trash Tuesday, baby. Welcome to the garbage.
We feel like every week now you'll know that on Tuesdays there'll be a little pile of trash waiting for you.
When you smell that rot, it is not crotch. It is actually us.
Entertaining you. Talking about very vile things.
Just the flies swimming around us. They do fly. They do not swim, but you know what I mean.
Please find us on iTunes and rate us and review us. Now is the time, more important than ever. We're relaunching with our new name, and we want everyone to know that we're the trashiest Tuesday around. So find us on iTunes, rate, review. Right, Annie?
Yes. And remember, we will see you next Tuesday.
Next Trash Tuesday.
Next Trash Tuesday. We will see you next Trash Tuesday.
I just want to say that there has never been a more fitting name for 3
disgusting
garbage bags.
Old
us.
sperms. We're little, and the people listening are the slugs in the garbage with us.
And your trash bags, honestly, you're just trash bags.
Just like us.
You're
one
bags.
of us.
Something is wrong with you.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
But we need
love you.
We're nothing without you.
Don't take off your sunglasses because I feel like lasers are going to shoot out of there because you seem like you're heated.
I'm heated. I'm
The
trying so
audience
hard.
needs to see the heat.
I want
They'll
to see
see
the
it.
heat.
They'll be torn
Give
off.
us the heat, baby.
They'll be torn off and thrown to the floor. I live in now. It took an hour and 20 minutes to get here. The traffic was the most annoying type of traffic where every time you got into a lane that was moving, dead stop. Then I'm coming up on towards your house. I'm not going to say where you live. Also, I can't say because they're going to find me.
We'll beep it out. Beep it out. We'll get beeped out.
Why this is the voice of reason right now, I don't understand. Esther is calming me down right now. So we know something's up.
You're the energy. You're the battery pack. And I'm the...
With a D? A battery pack?
No, what is it? Like upper and a downer. The upper and the downer.
The 2 ends of the battery?
No,
Plus
I
and
forget
minus?
the battery.
Oh, okay.
She's like she's like Adderall and
You're
I'm like
fentanyl,
Xanax.
she's meth.
Yeah, sure.
You're heroin, you're
Oh
the
my
turn.
God, I like that you tried to do it cute. And she was like, no.
So you're the turn down, she's the turn up.
Okay.
I just like, it's very
Turn up,
hacky
turn
to
up.
be mad about fucking traffic, but it was
In LA?
was too long. It was too long. 1 hour is fine. Over a fucking hour is unacceptable.
It's a price you pay for the world coming
It
back
was
alive.
so fucking, I was infuriated. I'm so mad. And I don't think I need to say it, but I'm wearing a red shirt for a reason, okay? I'm probably about to pop my period so bad that the blood will squirt upward. I'm scared to have anything white near me. I'm just like, I felt the period rage in me and I was like, not in this fucking traffic, bitch. I was so upset. You look so cute in those.
Really?
But I'm dropping
Esther
it.
is saying
I'm dropping
nay.
it.
No, I want to see your pretty eyes.
Oh, God,
Esther's a predator. By the way, we call her the Grim Groomer, and I don't know if we're ready to are we ready to announce this?
We said that once at lunch at Mendocino Farms.
What were you doing in that moment? Tickling the back of my eye.
What were you doing, Esther?
She took her
I
penis.
put my knee up to her
vaginal area.
Her vaginal region. And
Do you remember
she's the one who got turned on. I was like, whoa.
You're like the groomer of the women
No, because
over
she
30.
sneaks in like Andy Milonakis, like she's a child. And then
I just want to say, I love Andy Milonakis.
You're Mandy Milonakis. Of course you do. You fucking have created your whole career
I hung
around
out
him.
with him one night. It was the best night of my life.
Did you couldn't get in any of the clubs? Both of you were just hanging out outside, chewing bubble gum while everyone was smoking cigs? Can we get him as a guest? Oh my God.
Yeah.
If you two in the room together, I wouldn't be able to understand.
Prepare
it.
your bell. I feel like she's coming for you.
I'm so not okay with this.
Okay, just so you know, the call bell was not my idea.
It was my idea.
It was born out of the voice of who I am, but it wasn't my idea.
A high-pitched, annoying sound.
Khalyla said that I should... yeah. Khalyla says that I get a call bell for when I'm uncomfortable or when I need a treat.
Or a potty break.
Oh my God. I'm going to let you just have that. We missed you last night, Esther.
How was it?
It was so fun. I should have brought you on stage. Would you have been so embarrassed?
I'm embarrassed.
I didn't want to.
I'm so glad. I was like, oh my god.
Where
no,
were you sitting? I didn't know where you were sitting.
Back middle.
Okay, so we were at I headlined the Brea Improv, sold out. Keep please coming to the shows. My ego is just very fragile. But Khalyla came with her sister and her brother.
Your sister went.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Jules went.
The fam.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that if I said you were in the audience, like it would be like a pouncing. Like I would see just everyone turn and start.
Did you say it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you kept it secret?
But then Khalyla, they didn't send her, like they should have taken you back to the green room right away.
Yeah.
But Khalyla was just missing. I was like, "Where's Khalyla?"
I had to
and like,
pee.
she had to pee, and then they started taking pictures with her.
In the bathroom.
Oh my god, did people like catch you in the bathroom?
Oh, I took so many bathroom pictures, but it was one of those like
That was
cute.
just of her shit, but then also with some fans.
It was cute because like that's where girls congregate. That's where we talk. That's where we like touch each other's boobs.
That
so it
is
was
cute.
it was a very cute moment. I was
this
like,
show
these
is
are my girls.
I feel like we're very bathroom talk.
Oh my god, are we bathroom girls?
I think we are bathroom girls. I think that's our vibe.
You guys are making me feel like I really want to do a show, the three of us.
I know we have to.
Like,
well, we have to do the play first of all.
We open with a play.
If we don't write a fucking play.
But Khalyla, will you do a live show?
I will do a live show as long as Annie doesn't force me to do any stand-up, which she has threatened
No.
this morning.
No,
I
she doesn't have to do
If
stand-up.
you have to do stand-up, she has to do stand-up.
We're not doing stand-up. It's like a live podcast.
If I have to do stand-up, I'm out.
And
for those reasons,
I'm out.
I can't do it.
Can we pitch our podcast on Shark Tank? Like, can we get investors?
We want a billboard. Really, guys, what we want is a billboard. Okay? I don't know why, but we have to have one.
Who do you think's gonna bite of all of the sharks?
Well, if I keep getting a bell rung at me, I will sue her for discrimination.
I think that Mark Cuban will bite.
Oh, you mean those?
No, he's the hardest shark to get.
I think Mark Cuban is somebody who listens to. Here are the people I think who listen to our show. By the way, I secretly believe Meghan Markle listens to our show.
Okay.
What? Why do you think
so.
that?
She went to
She's had a lot of
Immaculate
emotional
Heart.
issues recently.
She went to Immaculate Heart down the street I used to live. I know that girl. She's an LA girl. She is playing up the part of what she needs to be, but I know like who she is in her core, and she's a dirty, dirty bitch like us.
Well, she's an actress. Like, she's just a Hollywood actress original. Like, she is like us.
When she had to go, I felt so upset when she got married to Prince Harry because
Why?
The prison.
Because her outfits got so bad immediately. Like she was just like this Hollywood, like becoming a celebrity, like killing it on her own, dressing. And then all of a sudden she had cowl necks and like quarter length sleeves. It was like so upsetting.
Do you know the weirdest thing about being in this business?
Is that you love cowl necks?
No, is that like I, amongst many other people, I know her ex-husband. He's a manager.
That's right.
And I remember he like finding that out and was just like, oh my God. Like it's such
Did he manage her?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Was it like Celine Dion and Renee?
No.
Oh, when she was 14.
Oh my God, that is a sacred love. Don't compare to that.
Well, he
That's
met
a
her
sacred
at 14.
love. The Grim Groomer? Is that who you're mirroring yourself after?
Dave is
Renee.
And I'm Celine. No, but creepy. Okay.
You thinking you're Celine Dion.
Can I share
Must
something?
be addressed.
That seems creepy, but isn't. So you know how Catherine McPhee is dating
David Foster.
Yes, and he's
married,
like,
aren't they?
Yeah, I'm
They're
sorry,
married.
they're
Had a
married with
baby.
and she's what, like 38, and he's like 71.
Thousand.
Seems random, seems weird. I have been watching videos of them on YouTube together singing, and it is the cutest. Like, I want their relationship. It's so sweet.
It's so weird to say I want someone's relationship when you're in a committed
Worth noting.
it's like you're single.
Worth noting, he broke up the band Chicago and he stole Peter Cetera and told him to make a solo album. So David Foster is not without fault.
He also admitted that he told Celine Dion, David Foster told Celine Dion that if she recorded My Heart Will Go On, it would ruin her career.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he say it though?
I could see how you'd be like, oh, maybe this is a cheesy song. Like,
He is a hit maker.
yeah,
Definitely. But I think he, I don't know how to say this, but he is a homewrecker.
Really?
Well, like in music wise, right? Like you don't take the perfection that Chicago was, which is like 17-man band. Wasn't Chicago like 17 members? And you pluck out one and you make like 80s ballads.
What's a Chicago song that I know?
You know, I don't really know. My dad listened to it, but I can't think of a song. Are you a big fan?
I know, she's very upset about it.
You'd be surprised. Wait, another Chicago-based thing I love is Wilco. Do your parents listen to Wilco?
Oh my God. No, Wilco is more Dave.
Wilco is Chicago. Well, Wilco is a Chicago band.
Wilco, I know.
It's hard to say I'm sorry. You're the meaning
I know that song,
in my life. You're the inspiration.
Oh my God, I know what you're doing on our show.
What am I doing?
Singing. We'll put like one spotlight on you.
Oh, choose the Filipino.
No, but
that gene missed me, just for the record. It missed the dance and
Wait a second.
I missed that gene completely.
No. The crowd's going. Okay,
if you leave me now, you take away
Can I
the
paint the scene first?
biggest part of
I don't
me.
want to silence you, but shut the fuck up for 1 second. Okay.
I was loving it.
No, it's gonna happen again, but I want to paint the scenario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're at the Brea Improv. We're at a 500 seat room. Okay, it's packed. Okay, everyone's getting they're restless.
You're not setting me up.
They're
for
getting their last
success, though.
They're getting their last drinks, and finally the announcer goes, "Are you guys ready for the blank name?
Are you guys
show?
ready for a lady?
Are you guys ready for some girls? Do you love the podcast that was formerly named Bloodbath?" And now they like scream and they do Waffles Rule. And then it's pitch black. Okay.
Yeah.
We just hear a little bit of a pitter patter. And then a spotlight.
David
in
Foster
the
on the
center.
piano.
Yes.
David Foster on piano.
Yes.
David Foster on the piano. Then, like Connie Chung, no Asian relation, Khalyla has gotten wasted. She's on top of the piano and she just starts singing.
Ooh, no, baby, please don't go.
Oh my God, the audience stands.
I like this.
screaming.
Oh, God.
Esther comes out dancing. I pull one tit out, then the other, then both. I mean, we're
Your
all
greatest
doing what we do.
Now, how big of an issue is this traffic going to be? Or is this just a red week situation?
It was, I think it's Friday. It's never been.
Isn't it worth it for being where you getting to be where you live?
It is worth it. No, it's not. I've never been more angry in my life. The person making a left in front of me, like, you know how like when you have to make a left and it's green and you can't make your left yet, but you scoot into the fucking intersection. Every human on earth scoots into the fucking intersection. I get behind this guy, 3 lights, he just doesn't move.
Oh no.
I'm like, did you die, bitch? Like, do I need to give you CPR? I'm like on the fucking horn. Then he just goes. I'm like, the cars are coming. You can't just go. So then they all halted. I'm like, psychopath. Like, it's like the first day driving. I was so fucking mad.
Wait, do you normally have road rage? Or
No.
was it, are you like a chill driver?
I made a choice in my life to not have road rage.
What kind of driver are you?
I'm one that sits in a fucking passenger seat. I get driven.
I feel like that's all of
No,
us.
but I like to.
I drive
really,
myself. I don't have a driver.
Wait, Esther gets in the car, by the way. Her little head is this far over you just see her. She's this big. You just see the little tip of her head and she drives up, her hands are up here.
I'm
So
such a
cute.
rule follower. I drive like a grandma.
I do too.
I never, like, I'm always on the 3 most right lanes on the freeway. I'm never cutting
way.
anyone off.
I drive like Esther's grandmother when Esther says she's coming over. She's like, I'm so excited about you going to your grandmother's house.
Yeah.
Will you give us a play-by-play?
For sure. Yeah, I'm really nervous about it. I haven't seen her in, 2-3 years.
Did she invite you or you
No. No, she didn't.
You're the first like living person to like haunt someone's house.
No,
She's like,
that-
Are you going to honk the horn and say, Grandma, I might be seeing you today?
My mom has told her, so I'm going with my mom and my sister.
as buffers.
Yeah, I'm definitely the least favorite. But she has her reasons for disliking everybody.
I mean, you are annoying, but you are lovable. I can't believe this.
It's just different. I don't know what it's just like a culture.
I think you steal her grandma energy. That's what it is.
No, I think I'm so much like my dad. And like you have to remember that side of the family is like white trash. And like Jewish. And so I think I just feel that that's at play in some way. I don't know, but
Oh no.
I don't know.
Your grandmother didn't post stop anti-Semitism.
Do you guys want to see my banged up knee?
Yeah. Ooh, I don't want to even look.
You see
I
it?
love it. Wait, let me look.
You're gonna poke it, aren't you? Oh, Esther rang the bell. She doesn't like bruises.
I can't hear bells. I forgot to tell you guys.
You're
I'm like
bell
a dog.
deaf.
I can only hear whistle.
How did you get that bruise?
I was
Sucking dick.
hiking,
Hey.
basically sucking nature's dick. I want to say this, but
I know we can't say
I can't
it.
say
I know
it.
what you want to say. It's
I'll say it's like a bad word, but it's my favorite word that Annie uses. We'll just bleep it out. But I was being I was hiking. I was in nature. It was very rainy. It was very torrential rain, and I insisted on taking an off the beaten path hike, and I paid the price.
Always do.
Yeah.
You guys were soaking wet in the pictures. Was it just like
It was
torrential
mud
rain?
up to our knees, and my friend was like, "Wait a second, this is a really bad day to hike this particular hike. I'm a local, trust me." I was like, I'm not afraid of mud. Turns out, like, all I dream about the last 5 days is mud. Like, I drift off into sleep and I wake up thinking that I'm back there,
You know,
like
what's-
knee deep in mud.
You know what I like about this? This is like, so you're like, I can't, like, I'll never back down from a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, they're locals saying, we don't want to go in the mud. And you're like,
Yeah, he didn't wanna
no,
go.
I'll go. And they're like, bitch, we don't want to go. We're saying we don't want to go. And
Yeah.
you're like, I will not back down. And like, just had to follow you.
Yeah, it was a mistake, but I learned my lesson and I am humbled by nature and I will not be doing that hike again.
But
Was-
you did survive, so it's not like it killed. Like I would be scared that if they said that like you'd go and then you would die.
Well, Esther, it would be like to your eyebrows.
Even crossing the rivers, Esther, you wouldn't have made it. It would have come out here.
I posted a picture of me and Khalyla from the show, and people were like, "Is Esther there?" But she's just too short to be seen.
It's so weird. I'm not even that short.
Yes, you are.
Like I don't get it.
You are that short.
I really don't. Like no one brings up my height ever.
Because you're so short, they don't want to be rude.
Oh my god, that's not true.
That's true.
I'm 5 foot, almost 1.
That means she's 5'9", guys. You understand that, right?
5'9".
5'11", sorry.
You mean 4?
I mean 4'11".
No, I'm.
I'm not good at math, all right? She's
Annie
short.
doesn't know the number.
She's as short as the bus I rode to math class,
Annie
okay?
doesn't know the U.S. number system.
You're on the metric system. The rest of the world operates on
it
that.
was
You're
the
fine.
us. I thought it was the us number system. Oh no. Did you ever get caught calling Us Weekly US Weekly?
Yes.
All the
So
time.
embarrassing.
Yes.
So embarrassing.
No, isn't that
Oh,
weird?
Well,
George.
you're a boy. We don't expect that from you. And by the way, when I realized what happens to me when I'm PMSing is I have that moment where I'm like upset. I'm like, I don't know who to blame. And then I'm like, it's men. Because I get so like, fuck you guys. You don't fucking have to do this. Fuck you. Your blessed existence. It's fucking annoying. And that is why I make sure I bleed all over the beds of every man I spend time with.
Are you
Same.
have sex on your period type of gal?
Yeah, that's the only time I've already talked about
Oh,
it. We
that's
make our special
right.
sauce.
A special sauce hour.
God.
I know it's gross. Nobody's ever liked it, by the way, when I say the special sauce thing. Never once. It's never gone over well.
What do they call that?
Thousand
Strawberry
Island.
shortcake.
Oh. That sounds like Thousand Island. Mayonnaise and ketchup.
No,
Oh
I
yes,
like that.
yes.
that you did
Thousand
that.
Island's better than strawberry
But
shortcake.
that's got relish in it. too.
Yeah. Boogers.
My boogers are very flaky and hard and bloody.
Mine are dry. and
California. Those are called
crusty.
California boogers.
Thank you for validating. me.
Chaparral
always wet.
boogers. We live in a chaparral.
What's a chaparral?
California. It's like kind of almost a desert, but not quite.
There are just like words that I would never hear if I didn't know you.
It's 5th grade. Ladies, if you're looking for the perfect gift to give to the men in your life, Manscaped has you covered. It's Father's Day, which means you have the opportunity to give the best gifts of all.
To
The
your
brand new Lawnmower 4.0 body trimmer and ultra smooth package.
Also, honestly, for your dad, my dad has like ear hair and nose hair and shit. They have the good
They
nose
have
and ear
everything
hair
for that.
trimmer.
But specifically, the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer is now available in the USA and Canada. The optimized Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer is waterproof, so your man can groom in the shower and not have to worry about cleaning up a mess on the bathroom floor.
It also includes a new multi-function on-off switch that can engage a travel lock, and it's created for men on the go and gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave.
The Manscaped Ultra Smooth package consists of the razor and a set for men to get trimmed front to back. So ladies, you can finally have your razor back. They no longer have to secretly borrow yours for a precise trim. Here are the steps.
Step 1, crop exfoliator infused with ingredients that can soothe, clear, and keep the skin on and around your groin feeling refreshed. Step 2, crop gel. Step 3, it's time to shave.
The crop shaver is not your average razor. It's smaller, thicker, with a micro comb bar that allows for the best shave possible from any angle.
Ladies, this is the perfect gift for the men in your life. And men, your Annies will thank you.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BLOODBATH at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BLOODBATH at manscaped.com. It's a dad bod season, guys. Time to get smooth.
Do it for your dad. He did a lot for you.
Let's talk about Blue Chew, okay? We love Blue Chew here. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost.
You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead. Really important for the planner types like Esther.
For the morning wood, you say.
Or you can be ready whenever the opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. Big plus.
Guys, there's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can help give you confidence where it counts. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code BATHGIRLS at checkout. You just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code BATHGIRLS to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information.
Ladies, Blue Chew is exclusively for men, but the end result is something you'll both enjoy. So get your man to sign up. Sign up. Guys, I skipped 8th grade for no reason.
You went from 1st to 8th?
I went to 7th grade. I repeated kindergarten. I was in kindergarten 2 years.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Did your brother too? Your twin?
Well, the reason they held us back was because he had learning disabilities and they didn't discover mine until they tried to get me to read. And then they're like, oh, glad we held them both back. Because they had a choice to let me go forward. But I mean, that would have been so embarrassing.
Oh, that's sweet.
So they held us both back. And by the way, Max, maybe you never heard this. They were told me never to tell you. Also, Mom killed the rat. Your rat, Rascal, did not die of natural causes. Mom put a bag over him and then a book on top of him.
No. Are you fucking kidding me?
But she had to because he was like,
Oh.
But, and also she found all the hard socks under your bed. She didn't want me to tell you. But anyway, Max, I hope your career's doing great. And I love you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have period sex?
Yeah, I take it to the next level.
What do you mean?
I do this
open
thing
your mouth.
where like I have my partner pull out the tampon and everything.
What?
With their teeth?
It's part of the kink.
Why? Can you teach us?
I just want him to uncork the champagne.
Do you know what this reminds
himself.
me of? I want to
pop the bottle.
I went to a really nice restaurant, like fancy ass restaurant with Todd, and he ordered duck, and they brought it with like a glass case over it, and it was all steaming, and then they lifted the case up and they push all the smoke into his face. Like when you pull the tampon out, it's like all the stench goes right into his face. You're like, I want him to just have the whole experience.
But can you explain why, like explain the narrative there? Like what is?
Because it's kind of like the time of month where like
it's
normally
naughty.
it's naughtier because you're like, oh, it's messier. It's just like not ideal, right? So I like to go from beginning to end. I don't want to serve the dish. Like I want him to work for the dish. You know what I mean?
So just pull it out and then.
Yeah.
If you have a kid, are you gonna like have it in a tub and have Bobby deliver it?
Not a chance.
What?
I'm getting full blast epidural. Fuck that, all that noise.
The only reason I asked is because she said she wants him to be part of the experience from the beginning to the end. So I was thinking the end of the tampon,
you know,
is delivering a baby in his own hands.
I don't think I could ever do a home birth. Only because I'm already afraid of like weird health stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, but my dad used to say, he's like, just do it old school, just like hug a tree and push it out.
What?
There are videos.
And my dad
he
went to med school. He was never a practicing doctor, but he went to med school as an OBGYN gynecologist.
Are you serious?
So he helped deliver my sister and I.
He did?
They
He
paged
scrubbed
him.
in everything in the Philippines, and in Mexico too.
What is this hug a tree? Does that like you squish the baby on the tree?
Yeah, just hug a tree. Don't squish the baby, and it's just something to hold on to.
Hug a tree and push it out?
Do you, when Donut won't shit, do you just squeeze it?
Well, why else hug a tree? The stomach is...
I think it's like so you're like holding something so you're not like...
And then you just push and it falls.
Over here, like the idea is that
It
you're on your
dangles from the
back,
string.
your legs are open, and you give birth, right?
I watched The Business of Being Born. It's a documentary by Ricky Lake about home births. I watched it like with 4 friends that were pregnant. And so it's all these home births. You see Ricky Lake like naked in a fucking tub popping a baby out. And then she has this really fucking gangster ass midwife who is from, or I think she's a midwife. I don't know the difference between a doula and a midwife, but
Midwife
she's from,
is births. The doula is it's almost, she's
like
not licensed to birth a baby.
she was just like this Brooklyn bitch. Like she was just so cool. And I remembered her in it, and she gives birth in it too. And she was saying how she like had like a really, really hard home birth and it helped her with the other births or whatever. But so then she comes into my restaurant.
Ricky Lake?
No, the
Doula.
The doula
Yeah.
was like so
Midwife.
cool. So then she comes into my restaurant and I'm like, do you say like, I've seen your vagina as wide as it possibly can be? Like, do I say like, hey bitch, I seen it. Big fan. I was like starstruck, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to embarrass her that I'd seen her vajazzle.
I thought Ricky Lake gave birth.
No, it's a lot of people giving birth, but she also, so the woman, it was, Ricky Lake was just like presenting the thesis that you can give birth at home and that maybe it's not the best idea to go to the hospital. So they were, the whole movie was like, you saw a lot of births.
I have to say, I really wonder what kind of person like what brings people to want that line of work where you're delivering babies, whether it's midwife or the doctor. I know it's just like I have a weird aversion to that.
Yeah.
Like it just seems scary to me. I wonder like, do people get like, oh, I'm actually bringing life into the world? Do they get that out of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think?
Because even I didn't think that I particularly cared about births at all until I did like my L&D rotation for nursing school. And it really is emotional. And even if you don't know those strangers, it just is so, the room is like, it's like you can feel it's a really emotional thing. And I don't think I think for them, probably it starts to become routine. But I think it's special every time. There is something special about it every time.
And to see people in those extremes of like pain and then like the joy of their baby being born's got, I mean, I know they're the only ones that know what we're talking about, but they're men and we don't give a fuck what they have to say. And they're white.
Like my favorite show is this.
Ew, double.
I didn't have to say that.
And they're white. And he's a fucking weird blonde ginger. That's like, what's even happening there? Evil.
Evil?
George, you don't think George is evil? There's a darkness in that man. Look at him. He does coke.
He does
Who knew
cocaine.
He did coke. He got drugged.
He has
He doesn't do
burundanga.
coke.
He's a cokehead.
He's a cokehead.
That's how he gets all our clips done.
He's a fucking cokehead.
He's doing lines, rails.
Turn up, turn down. He does both of you. Fentanyl and meth.
Someone tried to give me coke last night at the show.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, it was
Girl or
crazy. I was like,
boy?
what is that? It was a boy. He had a shirt with mushrooms on it. I was like, I thought you were into something different. But he was like, take the, and I was like, what is that? I would never like, someone did give me a chocolate bar of mushrooms, like of mushroom chocolate, which I was like, that is so sweet.
One time at one of my shows, someone gave me a strawberry rhubarb pie.
I wish they drugged you. I wish there was something in it.
There wasn't. It was delicious. It's my
Was it
favorite
vegan?
flavor pie.
That's sweet.
Why rhubarb? I know. Every time I look at your stories, you're always doing something with rhubarb. Why rhubarb?
I think it's a tart. If you just bite into a stalk of rhubarb, you get this like tart, almost like Sour Patch Kid tartness, like not obviously as sugary, but and so then when you mix that with strawberries, Come on now.
Sounds like you should be a doula. This is exactly the experience of birth.
This is the passion a doula needs.
You know what else rhubarb does? It empties
Does it shit
you
on the
out.
table in front of everyone?
It makes you shit on the table.
Really?
Yeah, it has so much like I'm not sure if it gives you if it has a lot of fiber, but that shit cleans me out.
I tried planting it this year, but it didn't work. So.
Oh, I've seen your plants.
Okay, so I started gardening last year in COVID, and like every so often, I would go out and prune because I didn't know this, but the more you prune for certain plants, the more grows. So I'm like really into pruning my mint.
Her fingers and toes in the tub. A lot of prunes.
That too every night. So anyways, I would go outside and I would prune my mint, and I'd prune the tomato plants. I'd just prune all these plants like a lot, really often. And then one time when I did it, Dave came outside and he's like, where do you think all those leaves go when you just leave them all over like the floor outside? And I'm like, oh my God, it's actually really cool. So it's really cool because you do this and then the birds come and get it. And like the birds love it. So it's like it works perfectly. And he's like, no, it's not. I've been doing it.
And then he flew away. That was the twist. He is actually half bird. That is the weird part.
So now, like all the time, Dave he'll be like, "Oh, are the birds gonna do that for you?"
It's just so funny how cocky you were that you thought you were teaching him
I know.
something.
I was like, actually, the miracle of life is beautiful.
I think it's really cute. You thought you were in a Cinderella type of film.
Mary Poppins.
When you have rats as friends and birds as helpers.
Well, she's got pigs as friends.
We do have lizards and a slug last night in our garden.
I saw the picture you tagged us.
Yeah.
I love that slug.
I know, it's
he
really
hasn't
cute.
found his home yet, clearly.
Yeah, wait, why doesn't he have a shell?
He will eventually. He'll make some calcium carbonate for it.
Oh, okay.
Of course she knows how it happens.
That's thou shells.
But that's the
Proud
coolest
of
thing
you.
to me about living in LA is seeing little lizards in my yard. That just, although one time there was one in the house and that got ugly. But
That's the coolest part
Wait,
of living in LA.
you only
Not
like-
walking by Olivia Wilde's house while she's getting in the car. That was my favorite part about living in LA. It's like, oh my God, it's Olivia Wilde. No, there's Annie. Come on, look at the slugs.
What's his name? That's that one guy I see everywhere in LA. The guy from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Jason
Oh,
Segel?
Jason Segel.
Jason
I've never
Segel.
seen him.
I see him, I swear to you, like once a week.
Well, he's
I-
like 6'8" or something crazy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But he's always crossing the road without a crosswalk. And I'm always thinking to myself, like, does God want us to meet? But it's just not happening.
Or does God?
I've seen him, like, I swear to you guys, like 25 times in LA.
Or does he want people to see him a lot in traffic? Where he's like, if I jaywalk, they'll notice me.
Or am I stalking? You guys. I'm just plotting my days around him.
God.
Have you guys seen the headlines? Are they even headlines about the throuple, or what do you call a couple with 4 people? A quad?
Couple?
A quad? Quadruple?
I don't know. I'm really bad at U.S. math, so
Metric system
I'm
only.
not gonna.
Why? What's going on?
So you guys know who Taika Waititi is?
He's like a big director.
Right. He's done
Yeah,
my
he did
favorite
the
movie of all
Jojo
called
Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit.
Boy,
Yeah, it's one of his early ones. It's like one of my favorite movies. He did The Hunt for the Wilder People.
I didn't know.
He did
I thought that
Thor.
your show didn't get picked up.
Boy.
Your HBO show.
Well, highly recommend. Boy is one of the best films I've ever seen in my life. It's so cute. But he was caught. There was a picture of him with Tessa Thompson and what's her name? Rita Ora.
And Tessa Thompson is the one that's from. She's in
She's in a lot of things.
She's in a lot of things. Big
Yeah.
movie star, but she's in Westworld.
right in Westworld. Yeah.
But they were basically doing like a triple kiss, and I don't know. I just wanted to know what you guys think of.
But why are there 4?
Oh, and then randomly there was a picture like she made out with another guy. So people are thinking that this hot model guy is also part of their quad.
Listen, I was a waitress at this place called the Cowgirl, and they used to give us a staff party during Super Bowl. They would shut the place down.
Yeah.
And let's just say I wasn't in a quadruple. I was in a What's a 15 person? Oh, an orgy.
Wait.
They gave us free alcohol, so we would just get wasted and give us free food and watch the Super Bowl.
And what would you do that makes this?
There's so many pictures of me tongue kissing like a busboy, a manager.
That makes sense.
One of the other waitresses.
Orgies make sense if I don't really know who I'm having an orgy with. I would never do if I was an A-lister like any of these three, I would never have an A-list orgy. I would go step down.
I think they probably are having it's probably a relationship between 5 of them, and the other person is what we call Molly. It seems a little druggy, but was this all this was just one time, right?
Yeah, these are just assumptions. I just was really excited about it because it's so...
Well, because you've lived in a relationship with 2 men.
Yes.
So
She's
this is
I've been one-upped.
This is right up your alley.
This is right up my alley.
You're the professional here. What do you really think?
I'm a trailblazer.
What do you think is going on?
I think that there's a whole lot of fun, exhausting sex happening.
Just rich people just on vacations. Just, ooh. This
You
is going to be
think-
us, season 2.
This is weird. It's really hard for me to think of famous people, those people are all having sex together. I don't know why, but also those are always the kind of people that party the hardest anyways. Right. I'm delusional about that. But that would be crazy.
It's a fun Hollywood rumor, I feel because the internet oversaturated everyone. You don't hear these good remember the story? Remember when there was the rumor that Benicio del Toro banged Scarlett Johansson in an elevator?
No.
Yeah. I mean, I can't confirm it. It was me pretending to be her. Benicio!
That's exciting.
But isn't that a fun one?
Yeah.
But I agree with kind of Annie's point. I think that sounds like 3 people or 4 people just having a real fun night, getting off to the craziness of a triple kiss.
That's what's going to happen after you eat my special rhubarb that I bring you.
Is that our new podcast name, Triple Kiss?
Triple kiss. I mean, okay. I think I tried that several times actually in the beginning. I was like, triple kiss. And you guys were like, you're trash. Get out of here, bitch. I'm like, okay.
It was also COVID back then.
Even better. We don't give a fuck. I'm excited about it. I think that guy's hot. He's really cute. Where is he from?
Who, Taika?
Yeah.
He is really hot.
He's so hot.
He's so hot. But he's also so funny. He's so funny. That's what makes him sort of my dream guy.
But how do you know that about him?
Because all of his movies that he's been in, his earlier movies, even Boy, he is in, and he's so good. He's a triple threat. He does everything. He's so talented.
How old is he? Because he has gray hair, but he has little man
he's 40,
face.
44.
Oh,
40,
really?
yeah.
He looks like he could be one of those people that's 32 with gray hair.
Yeah, but he's from New Zealand. So he's got
that's
the
where
nice
he's from,
tan
yeah.
skin. He's got the silver fox hair.
Oof, I had
curls.
a New Zealand moment. Do you remember my New Zealand moment? That kid
No.
from New Zealand?
I want to hear New Zealand moment.
I got to find the picture. Oh my God. I feel bad.
I have a New Zealand moment, but it wasn't a guy. I just went there.
Was it a girl?
You had tonsillitis in New Zealand.
And you cured me.
I did. I didn't cure you. I said, Esther, go ask for a prescription for Augmentin.
That is a care.
Yeah. She sent me to urgent care in New Zealand. Dave was so mad at me.
For being
Why?
sick.
Yeah.
Did you
This
guys?
is the problem with when you're annoying when you're not sick.
I know.
You don't get any sick treatments.
I know.
Remember that next time you're having a good day.
I just have to
feel
cherish the first 6 months of our relationship when I'd be like, this hurts. You'd be like, what? Are you okay?
And then the 7th month when you're like, move in with me or it's done. That's when I came into it. I was like, oh my God. I always was like, Esther, this is not going to work. And it always worked. It was crazy.
Poor Dave.
When Bobby and I first started dating, he would
Lucky Dave,
I didn't
come on.
know that he was just a dramatic guy. And he would always say things like, oh, I had such a bad set. I'm going to go kill myself. And I believed him. And I'd be like,
What?
oh, no. I truly thought he had a collapse of mental health. And
You're like, let me call the doctor that molested me when I was going to kill myself. He can help me.
But now, all day, even today, I'm so lonely, babe. I'm going to kill myself. Yeah. All right. I don't give a shit anymore. Just do it.
Well, so I would always say I'm just going to kill myself. You just can't say that because.
No.
So my friend's dad, I'm laughing into the story. She does have a sense of humor. Her dad offed himself. Okay. He had Parkinson's, offed himself. Then her aunt did, or her uncle did, and then her aunt did. So whenever I'm like, I'm going to kill, I'm like, I promise I'm not going to kill myself. I promise. She's like, please do not kill yourself. I'm like, I promise. Could be you though. It's becoming curse-like at this point.
Me?
No, her.
Oh, God. No, I'm over. I will never kill myself.
No way.
No, the earth will get me, but it won't be from my own hands.
Everything gets better. You live long enough where you're like, it really is it gets better.
It does get better.
It just fucking always gets better.
If I had some insight or even some like future seeing into what my life would be, God, that really could have saved me. I was just so sure I had nothing left in store to like live for. I was so sure. I was 150% sure. I was like, this is just done. I'm out. But now I wish there was just something to see. Like, look, this is what it might be later on. And I would have been like, oh, okay. You know?
I know, and your parents can't tell you because you like hate them. You're like, they're like, it'll get better. Like, shut up, bitch. You don't know anything about me.
Yeah. It might not get better, but it can get better.
Yeah.
And so even that option is very soothing.
But even if you just like choose to make it better, you can make your life better if you choose to like look at life as like fun. I'm in traffic. Isn't that great?
Some people really are in like the pit of depression.
You need help.
It doesn't matter how much
No,
money
I'm not saying
they
you
got.
don't need help, but I'm just saying you can always like turn your life around. You really can.
Hopefully, with meds and proper like care and all of that. Hopefully, yes.
Okay, fun fact, most home remedies and over-the-counter acne products don't work, and they can even make things worse and damage your skin.
That's why we're excited to partner with Apostrophe, a sponsor of this episode.
I've done some crazy things to help my skin, and the craziest one was I used hemorrhoid cream. Unfortunately, it had already been used by my ex-boyfriend. I'm just saying, because of Apostrophe, I
No longer have to do that.
I will never have pink eye again.
Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne.
Apostrophe connects you with a board-certified dermatologist who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. Simply fill out Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals and medical history. Then you snap a few selfies and your dermatologist will create your customized treatment plan.
Apostrophe treats acne. They can also help you hit your skincare goals like reducing redness, wrinkles, and even dark spots, which is my problem. I have a lot of like little melasma spots from over sun exposure.
I have redness.
We have a special deal for our audience today. Save $15 off your first visit with a board-certified dermatologist at apostrophe.com/bathgirls when you use our code BATHGIRLS. This code is only available to our listeners, by the way, so get on it, guys.
To get started, just go to apostrophe.com/bathgirls and click begin visit. Then use our code BATHGIRLS at sign up and you'll get $15 off your dermatology visit. That's apostrophe.com/bathgirls and use that code BATHGIRLS to get your dermatology visit and save $15.
Thank you, Apostrophe, for sponsoring this podcast.
Bobby's in Hungary and he is hanging out with my number one crush of all time, and I cannot bear it. He knows for a fact that my number one, I've talked about on Tiger Belly for years, my number one on my list is Edgar Ramirez. He's this Venezuelan actor. And Bobby just sent me a picture of him working with him, and I just, like, did an internal scream.
Is he truly your hall pass?
He is my absolute number one hall pass.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. What's he in?
He played Choco in with Keira Knightley. That's where I first had a crush on him.
Which means he's 5'6".
Oh, he's hot.
That's not Olivia, is it?
The picture of him right with the blue background, that one is very hot. That's super hot. He was
just in that movie or the TV show.
Undoing.
Yeah,
the Undoing. Mm-hmm.
It was done.
And he was also, he played Roberto Duran in Manos de Piedras.
Our hall pass is real. Like, no one really has that, right?
I guess it depends what arrangement you have with your partner.
Because I had three guys who were like my favorite guys, right? Like for like decade or more. I was like, these are my three guys. Like, they're so hot. I fucking love them. I literally met two of them. One of them I didn't meet, but by meeting two of them, I completely was like, what am I? No. Yep. I was like, what was, this was the, like, I don't know. I almost feel like the concept of a hall pass after meeting the ones that I thought were mine and it just being so normal,
There's nothing more annoying than the fact that you're not going to say their names.
I know.
I need
so
to hear him,
annoying.
Esther.
I can't.
But what a life,
business.
right? What a life we live that we can come inches away from our actual hall passes. Because most people who have hall passes never come that close.
But,
we
yeah, I
actually
know.
have
When
some
you live in
access.
Hollywood and you're saying that, you're pretty much going, hey, can I fuck this guy one time at a party?
That's good.
Do you mind if I bang this guy at a rap
But
party?
I believe now. I feel like I've been so naive, but literally that shit happens in Hollywood.
100%.
Yes.
Well, I asked my agent because I had such a crush on Liev Schreiber. And I was like, I was like, I want him and Naomi to break up like amicably. I want it to be like a good breakup and there's no issue and the kids are happy. And then I'm coming in on it. So they break up. I had my Google alerts ready. They break up. It's a good breakup as far as we know. I call my agent. I go, get me to a Ray Donovan party. I will do the rest. He laughed. I was like, I've never been more serious in my fucking life. He did not get it done. And then I'm glad because then I just I don't care anymore. I have no interest in it.
I have a lot of interest in it.
I don't know. I feel like we're trying to tell you that this is not what you think it is.
They're just, once you meet them, they're horrible.
No, because Bobby confirmed. He was like, I know why he's your hall pass. I get it. He is so good looking, Khalyla.
Oh my God.
He does look like someone that's way better looking in person,
But then,
too.
yeah, and I told Bobby, I was like, well, fly me out there. He's like, absolutely not.
But here's the thing. When guys are hot like that and I feel them like working me, I get turned off.
So do I.
I really hate that.
But that's why I like him. So I've watched all of his interviews, right?
Yeah.
And he just doesn't seem like that type of like Hollywood weasel. He's from
Yeah.
Venezuela. He's like he's got an accent. He's got
He's
it
got
all,
one of them
guys.
uncuts. We love an uncut.
I love an uncut.
Love an uncut.
We're pro uncut here. If you're cut, put the skin back on.
Be one of those guys that gets a cinder block and hangs it off. Do you know that? There's like a hole. There's like a hole. This was like, I'm still Jewish, guys. Please stop. Do not take out all my men.
Filipinos too. Filipinos are the Jewish people of Asia.
Oh,
all
really?
circumcised.
All of my
1000%.
friends that are having kids are not circumcised.
And if you're not, they call you pistot, and you're like humiliated as a child.
Dave is really against it. Dave is like, it's off the table.
It would be off the table for me too.
Yeah.
Really, why for you?
I just think that like I grew up in a country where like they had all these like myths around it, and it just I want them to make that decision when they're a little bit older. I can't cut your dick for you. Also, I had a friend who got circumcised as a kid, and they took a little bit too much out. So when he gets a full boner, it stretches his head skin and it hurts him a lot.
Oh my God.
Oh, that sucks. I've definitely had boyfriends that have had botched circumcision.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What
I had
does
a
that
boyfriend,
mean?
Darky Marky had a...
What does that name mean?
He's
dated
Mexican.
Darky
He named
Marky.
himself that though.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I cannot not honor his wishes. But he had a botched circumcision, so I used to say he had a mock turtleneck. Like he got it fixed when
He had a cowl neck.
He got it fixed when he was 30. He looked like Meghan Markle in there. He had to get a recircumcision at 30.
At 30.
So funny.
What about you, Esther? Like, would you be
Circumcised?
if you ever had a child? Would you just be like, all right, well,
I don't have a strong feeling because it seems like there's such conflicting information out there about it. I think I would just follow Dave's lead, maybe do a little research, but I don't know.
we live in America, so like we love uncuts is okay here. If I were to raise a child in the Philippines, I think I would feel pressure to glomco clamp that.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how being like Paris Hilton's body was like the number one body, like the runway models' bodies were the number one bodies back in
now
the day. And then you got shit on if you had big ass and big tits.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not big tits, but big ass. And then now it's flipped. It's like everyone gets their day. So like uncircumcised dicks are going to be like making fun of circumcised dicks in the shower.
Well, it's like just whoever you are, just hold out.
yeah,
and
just
eventually
wait.
it'll
Yeah.
come in style.
You're going to have your moment.
It is so weird. My mom told me that in high school, people called her bubble butt and like made fun of her. And like she was humiliated and it was embarrassing. I'm like,
Juliana cried her whole childhood because she had really big lips.
oh my gosh.
You see how big and beautiful her lips are, and she was teased for having just really, really big lips. And I used to tell her when she was young, hold out. Like, this is a good thing.
You're like, I can't tell you what DSL means, but you got them.
Yeah, you got 'em.
You got them.
Hot commodity.
Wait, what if your boyfriend had a hall pass? I'd be like, ew. Like if one of my boyfriends like I have a hall, I'd be like, I'm your fucking hall pass. I've never like Todd's hot. I've had a couple hot boyfriends, but for the most part, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. First of all, you're as big as the hall. Let's be real. I dated some big boys, but I'm like, your hall pass. Fuck you.
I wonder. Bobby has never talked to me about like a hall pass, ever. I'm as good as he'll ever get. So
I think so.
Well, not really, because he has dated really hot girls in the past.
Yeah, but that was before. Well, I guess he's getting richer. Maybe.
Is it time for a banana break?
I think so.
Oh, I will eat a banana if you retract the way you just pronounced it.
I like to picture a banana break like we all put sunglasses on and we're rubbing suntan lotion on each other.
Ooh.
You are a lesbian. Oh, yeah.
I just want to let you know this is a great banana. I congratulate you.
Thank you so much. This is
Look, we're circumcising the banana.
Bananas come circumcised.
Oh my god. Are they washed? Oh my god, pee.
Is Todd allowed to ogle? Is that the word, ogle?
Oogle?
Ogle?
Ogle.
We all don't know. Oogle, ogle.
She said
Ogle.
banana.
Oh my god, you mean a
Banana.
wee
I'm
wee.
making a pee-pee.
Annie!
The bell is void during
Reminds me of
banana
my
break. Does Todd ogle or say that woman is hot around you?
He would never.
No, about like a celebrity.
Never.
And the same to you, Esther.
When you're together for 10 years, which I think you have been too,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, who cares? I talk openly about who's hot. I let him talk openly about who's hot.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't care when you're talking only about women.
Oh, no, that actually bothers him.
I know, because it's real. Am I your hall pass? How cocky would that be if I thought I was your hall?
That is a funny, like, strategy to go up to someone and be like, I know I'm your hall pass, you bitch.
Or go up to someone and say that they're yours.
That's really creepy. Ew, I've had that happen to me.
Ew.
Ew, I just remembered I was doing an interview. I'm not saying anything else, but the interviewer was like, I forgot what he said, but it was something like, if I had a hall pass.
Larry King.
No.
Oh my God.
But Larry
Please,
King,
Lord.
you know we had chemistry.
You guys had definite chemistry.
You know that he went off script, asked me if I had a boyfriend.
That's why I said Larry King.
Me and Larry King would have had the relationship of a lifetime. We would have listened to Sammy Davis Jr. He would have talked to me about Anna Nicole Smith.
Well, if you hadn't gone there maskless and fucking taken him out, guys, I made a little pee hole for it.
Larry King dick. Offer it to Esther. See if she.
I'm
she
giving
takes
it veins. I'm giving it veins. When's your birthday?
Oh my God.
Guys,
Will you
look
really not
closely.
tell us?
If
What?
you don't make a left-hand turn when you're supposed to,
You know who I thought I was for sure not going to find attractive because he did such a good job in that one show with Nicole Kidman, Reese Witherspoon, Big Little Lies.
Ugh.
Alexander Skarsgård.
oh, he is so hot though.
He is so hot. So
I've
I
seen
was
him in
like,
person.
oh, but he was such an abuser in the show. I was like, oh, I hated him. I hated him on the show. And then I saw him.
He is
Jules
really
and I saw him having coffee. And then not only that, but what was so attractive is that he's actually an Esther. He goes into the most fucked up looking 1991 box of a car. And he's like really tall.
I thought you were gonna say he like refused to eat any of the food they gave him.
And like, I just thought, I was like, oh my God, like he couldn't be hotter to me right now. The fact that he
That is fun.
drove away in some fucked
A
up looking car.
successful man in a shitty car
Hot.
is so hot.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
But because he's so hot, he knows like we're not gonna fuck. Like he's too hot to fuck. Like he really is.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
have something wrong with you.
I don't go for hot guys. It's just like not.
I saw him at a party.
It's a losing game.
I saw him at a party. I was dating this guy like on and off. His friend was so sure we weren't dating because we were not a physical match that he kept going, you should go try to get Alexander Skarsgård's number and stuff. I'm like, you're gonna make this little man feel so bad. Like I had no clue I was dating this guy. I was like, that one? I was like, but I'm with this one. This one's like shake. He's like twitching.
You know, my second on the list of hall passes, which I feel like I'm inching closer and closer to, is the actor from In the Mood for Love, Tony Leung.
I did.
He's
hook up
older now, but ooh,
This is interesting.
let me
I like
just get in
learning what.
there. So he's an older guy now, but if you guys
How
watch
tall
In the
is
Mood
he?
for Love, God, go down, and he's not sold. You have to.
No, I can be. He doesn't look tall. I'm not anti.
Oh, he's hot
guy.
there. He's
Yeah.
hot there.
He's still hot, but when you see him, there's an essence about him.
Are you ever attracted to white men?
Yeah, Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh, yeah.
I find Asian men super, super attractive, so I think that I have a natural like tug in that direction.
Yeah.
But I've dated all, except that my dream to actually date and not just like make out with is like an Indian guy from the East Coast, not in LA, but from the East Coast. The Indian guys there are so hot for some reason.
I know what you mean.
Annie, do you not?
I'm just trying to think of one.
You only have Akash in your head, right?
It's literally all I can think of is Akash. Which, no offense,
Who's
Akash,
that?
but you're like
Akash is
Andrew
Schultz's.
Schultz's, I told a story on stage last night about.
Oh.
I couldn't say his name right when I was bringing him up. I was like Akash. I was the host, and then I told a story about bukkake, and the word bukkake knocked the word Akash out of my head, and then I was like, and I had to bring him up, so I just went, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Singh, and he was like 20. I called him Mr. Singh, and he had to come up and just like do a set about like
Mr. Singh.
like his sneakers or whatever the fuck his set was about that back then. You know what I mean? It was just like so.
Is there anything funnier than when people fuck each other's names up though? Like when John Travolta said, remember when
That was
Adele
good.
Nazim
I know he just made up like
with what's her name? Adina. I don't even know her real name
yeah.
anymore
Oh,
because
yeah,
she's
Idina
Adele
Menzel.
Nazim.
well,
to
she's
me.
a cartoon character. Sorry, I know her voice. Like,
She's the original voice in the musical Wicked. I believe she won the Tony. She's amazing.
She married to Taye Diggs
she
back
was.
in the day,
She was
right? Adina
she-
Menzel. I just know her as Adele Dazeem.
You didn't know her name?
I said her name, Idina Menzel. Yes,
Oh.
I did.
Oh my god,
Idina Menzel from Broadway's Wicked? Are you kidding me?
I never saw Wicked.
Ugh, you gotta listen to the soundtrack. I'll
But
send
he
you a
was so
playlist.
sure. He was so sure when he freestyled her name. There was
I
confidence in
really-
his voice.
I was
He's
meant
like,
to bully you. Like it was supposed to be in high school though.
Is never gonna bring me down.
I was like literally throwing tomatoes at you. And I was like, we smoke weed, we're cool, fuck you. Everyone I was bullied is so successful. I'm like, oh shit. They've never lived in their cars.
That's what my dad always said. He said, nerds, they rule the world. I was like, all right,
Nerds
Dad.
rule the world.
beat it, nerd.
And he said, guys make passes at girls who wear glasses. He was really like pushing me into the like nerdy direction. And no joke, one day at the dinner table, my dad sat me and my sister down. And he was like, I would like you both to seriously consider lesbianism. We're like, what?
You're like, Dad, I already have.
Like, I know it was in his head, it was like a funny bit that he was just going to like go and tell his friends he said that. But I was like,
If your
okay.
dad had been like a little bit younger when TikTok came out,
and not 78.
your dad, by the way, and your mom look so hot in Sleepover by Esther. It's weird. They look hot. They're like a hot couple.
That's so
Is that
weird.
your dream throuple?
Those are my hall passes.
Wait, so I heard we have questions today?
What's up, Khalyla, Annie, and Esther? My question for you ladies is if any of you have struggled with social anxiety, and if so, what you will do to overcome that. Love the show. Thanks for your response.
I'm going to start because I know that these girls are stage performers, so they've already overcome that. I'm somebody that believes there's no overcoming it. You just live through it. Mm-hmm. You just tell people you sweat. You tell them you got a sweat mustache. You tell them you're awkward. You tell them you can't shake your hand. And you just fucking own it.
Yeah, you don't pretend to be something you're not.
Right.
And you just like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm nervous, I'm weird. You know,
Yeah.
I say like lean into it.
Yeah, and don't even apologize for it anymore. It's just like
There's no one you can be but yourself, and you can never be better than like just bettering yourself and just being. It's
But
like,
but if
Also-
it's to soothe yourself out of a panic attack, which I have to do often because I have panic disorder, I do this thing where you do like
Panic at the
you
disorder.
cross your arms like this and you tap
Oh.
this way. It's but you
I
can't
mean, you
tap
look
together.
more
it's
Native
one.
American by the minute. It's wild. She's like, oh, whoa, whoa. She's Like, and all of a sudden starts raining out.
But the tapping soothes your nervous system.
Ooh, I like that.
Do you ever do tapping? This tapping?
I don't do anything where you alternate sensory stuff really helps. So if you don't like tapping, you can do the alternate squeezing, or you hear audio with like binaural beats, so it goes boom on the right, then boom on the left.
One time in therapy, or a few times, she would have me hold these like little buzzers, and then like it would just buzz alternatively in each hand.
Same thing, same concept.
I also think for social anxiety, it's very normal, and also like I think you can never go wrong with just dipping your toe in, being quiet. Like it never bothers me when someone at the event or the party is just kind of quiet and enjoying themselves quietly. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I just don't. It's like not my business if people don't like me. So if I'm happy with what I'm doing and I stay aligned with what like I think is cool and what I want to do, then I don't really care about the thing around me.
Yeah, and just know that like you, I am very exhausted after social interactions. I've learned to fake it till I make it. But when I go home, I need to take a shower and I do a lot of steps to kind of decompress and take, like wiggle my toes. I do this thing called noodling, where like I just imagine I'm a noodle, and you kind of like soften your body internally.
I got noodled in college.
With a pool noodle?
I like that noodling.
No.
Yeah, noodling, where it's like you imagine like from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, right? You sit and just imagine that now you're a soft noodle. So you kind of like relax into yourself.
Are we doing just going to go right into the ads for Blue Chew?
What other questions do we have?
Hi, Bloodbath ladies. My name's Killian. I was just curious, what is one thing each of you would like to do before you die?
Oh my God. Why are their voices all so cute?
I know, and sweet and nice.
Killian's a great name. Killian Murphy. Another one of my hall passes. Oh my God, we're killing it today.
What is your answer to this question?
It's just too many things that I want to do.
I have like none.
I want to write a book.
I have literally none. Like I've never been a big bucket lister. Go to the movies with popcorn.
I know. When do we get to? That's the bucket. That's our bucket. Bucket of popcorn. How much popcorn do you eat?
A lot, and we've talked about this on this show already. I don't share the bucket.
Do you get a refill?
Yes.
Butter, popcorn,
no
or do you
butter.
do caramel?
I just go straight, no butter.
Do you get a salad afterwards to try to make it better?
If I need to. I don't know. Like it would be cool to learn how to cook. It would be cool to like feel really relaxed one time.
My bucket list is for you to learn how to cook too, because those pastries I'll never forget. She really puts the paste in pastries.
I want to write and direct a Filipino MySpace era rom-com.
Oh, yes.
Opening shot, rearranging the top 8.
Yes. That's
well, now
cool.
you have to do it immediately because someone's going to steal it.
I've already written it.
All right, sorry guys, copyrighted.
Copyrighted. Go fuck yourself. It's been done.
I want to bring MySpace back. That's mine. It was so fun. I peaked.
Oh my God, but Esther and I would fight to see like where we're ranked. 1 or 2. You would just have to rearrange us every week.
After each episode, you guys change.
No, I feel submissive to Khalyla. I feel like she could be number 1.
Also, Esther wouldn't even check. That would be what the annoying part is. Esther wouldn't know where the fuck she was in my fucking top 8. I'm literally mad about even the idea of it because she knows it's true. Look at her. She would have no fucking clue where she was in my top 8. And I would be top. By the way, I'd be the 9th.
My top 8 would be like Britney Spears, Lady Gaga. Like,
no, it would be way worse than that. We know who it would be. It'd be Carlos, John, Jay Wolf.
Our fans.
Our fans would be on before me.
What is your bucket list thing?
Here's the thing. I really like adventure and stuff, but I don't have specific ones. I like to be very open to them, and I usually just say yes to things. So I would love to go spearfishing with you. I want to do like water stuff. I haven't done them. I went scuba diving a long time ago. I'd like to do that again. Skydiving again. I don't know. There's like a lot of things I want to do.
I really like doing the things I've already done.
Sleeping,
and I like
of all the things you've already done, what was your most favorite?
Just like growing up in my house.
We like to call Esther the adventurous slug of the group.
I'd do it all over again, but that's not really a bucket list. I don't know.
Hey girls, we're Tay and Baker from Philly.
And so we just had a pretty easy breezy question for you guys to answer. We just wanted to know, when was the last time you guys sharted? And if you don't know what that means, it means you just shit and fart in your pants.
Okay, thanks.
Love you guys.
Bye.
You couldn't have been more off that you thought we didn't know what that was. I mean, we were 3 living sharts.
In fact, that was a name option.
Shart attack. Shart break. The Shart Breakers.
I was at Cold Stone Creamery in line senior year of high school with my sister. We just had a really big meal, and I thought it was just a normal fart. I was actually wearing a skirt from Abercrombie. And the second it happened, the skirt was from Urban Outfitters. The second it happened, I just knew like something really bad happened. So I went across the way to Maggiano's and I checked my underwear and I just threw it away. I was like, we're going to take one for the team. And then just proceeded and had my Cold Stone. And the next day at school, I just told everyone. I was like, you guys, I shit my pants yesterday.
Did you throw your underwear or did you wash and then
No, I threw it in the garbage.
I didn't intend, not even a fart came out, but just a random tight ball of poo fell out while I was about to learn to play tennis at the Vermont Canyon tennis court.
Did you backhand it? Were you like...
Well, we hadn't even started. I was just walking to the car. I was like, I'm just going to learn tennis today. And it was just God's way of telling me, you will never learn tennis, bitch. Because I swear to God, it was like a tight ball. And it wasn't even that small of a nugget. It was a considerably, it's a good sized nugget. With no warning, no pain in my stomach, no fart impending, nothing lined up to come out. A ball just fell out of my butt. And I just felt the weight in my underwear. Ooh. And I was like, what is that? And it wasn't a squish squash. It was just a tight ball. So I was like, what is that?
It was ready
and when
to go.
I pulled my panties down, it rolled out. So it was
kind of the perfect crime.
Yeah.
Kind of. And I was like, I'm not going to pick that.
Did you ever shit in the pool?
Oh, never.
No.
I was one of the people that shit in the pool. My mom was like, is that yours? And I was like, no.
You're code brown?
I had to. I was a constipated child.
You know how much I loved you? Because when there was code brown, there was no swim practice. And I always think, I was like, who did this?
When people throw the Snickers bar in, they'd be like, the Snickers
best day of my life.
Then I was like, it's fucking a Snickers again.
Best day of my life. Lightning storm, and code brown. Because I'm like, no practice.
I have definitely sharted more recently than this, but this is my most epic shart. I found out I was opening for Jim Norton. Okay, this was my big break. I was 2 years into comedy or something. He's performing in Caroline's, which I am now, one of my first amazing experiences on stage was at Caroline's in New York, and I will be there in August. Check AnnieLetterman.com. Okay, so I get a call. I'm in a coffee shop. I'm living in Brooklyn. It's like 5 blocks from my house. I get a coffee. My life is just regular. I'm just an open micer. I just go do 5-minute open mic sets in front of a bunch of other people that hate me, comedians. It's not a good life yet. I get my coffee. I get a call. It's someone from Caroline's, and they go, Jim Norton has selected you to be his opener this weekend in Caroline's. I'm all of a sudden a professional comedian. From the time I've grabbed this thing, I'm like, oh my God. And I was such a big fan of Jim. And my dad was too. So I was like so excited that I was stepping out to walk home and to call my dad. And I stepped out and I was like, I'm going to let this fart out. Like life is good. So I step out and I shit my fucking pants. I shit my pants. And I'm like, so I call my dad and I'm like, Dad, I have news. I'm opening for Jim Norton and I just shit my pants. And he goes, I'm so sick of you, and hangs up on me. And I'm like, what? I have to squish squash home 5 blocks. I'm like, what? So then I call him back and I'm like, Dad, what the fuck? And he goes, you're messing with me, you and your mother. I'm like, what does mom have to do this? And he goes, your mom just shit her pants too. We shit our pants at the exact same time. That's the power of Jim Norton, okay?
Well, I guess that has been an episode with these 3 fools. If you guys liked what you saw today, which we know you did, you sickos, like this video, subscribe on YouTube, give us a review on iTunes, do all the things, make us happy girls. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.